Salter being pressured. He's going to dump it off on the screen. Gets it to Lucas. Lucas has some room, and it's a good run after the catch. Gets inside the 40-yard line. Short of the line to gain, but it's going to be a third and manageable now for Liberty.
And Salter's had some close throws here tonight. That was another great one. Just enough touch to get up and over the defender on the screen to get them to a third and manageable situation. Past couple third downs, they've kind of utilized his legs in the first half, or he's been creative, utilizing his legs to get first downs. Second half, they've got him on the run a little bit more, get him in some space.
This is a big play for the Jacksonville State defense. Need to get off the field. Salter keeps it, dumps it off. Hanshaw gets the first down and is toppled inside the 35-yard line by Mack. Big pickup for Liberty.
Well, same thing. Get the quarterback on the move. Tight end in the flat. Once again, you're seeing the receiver block on the outside. C.J. Daniels, it's legal when it's behind the line of scrimmage when the ball is completed. It's been the most success they've had today as an offense. Play action pass, getting your quarterback on the run. And now all of a sudden you're looking up defensively, and this clock, and I know your offense is pretty fast, but you're down 2 scores. You got to find a way to get that ball back.
Under 9 minutes to go. First down and 10. Salter spins, turns and hands to Lucas. And he'll get a couple as this Gamecocks defense is starting to look exhausted.
Well, I mean, they're going to be creeping up on over 30 minutes on the field in this possession with over 8 minutes to go in the ball game. And listen, they're used to being on the field for a long time. This is an offense that only is, on average, holds the ball for about 26, 27 minutes per game. So the defense is usually on there for about 33 minutes. But you talked about this team has played 4 games in 18 days. At some point, the defense is going to start wearing out with just the lack of rest time during these 60 minutes.
Cooley, who's been eating this defense alive throughout the night, doesn't have anything to show for that carry as Kywan McCray and Jeff Marks combine on the hit. So it'll be third down here for Liberty as we go under 8 minutes here in the fourth quarter. There's Jamie Chadwell, who replaced Hugh Freeze, now at Auburn. And he really fits into the culture at Liberty. He told us as much.
You're going to see bottom of your screen C.J. Daniels. If you get a one-on-one with him, if their safety goes down or to the middle of the field, you'll take your chances with a one-on-one.
Play clock at 2. They get the snap off. Salter taken off. Finds a seam up the middle. It's going to be stopped short of the line to gain. Quade Drake with the tackle. Transfer has been busy tonight defensively. And so now fourth down and short. We'll see what Jamie Chadwell decides to do here.
I think with some of the issues you've had with the kicker, you're going to go for it right now, especially the way Cooley's been able to run the football, and then obviously your quarterback as well. And then you always have the defense in the back of your mind. The fact that you've seen this tight end sneak out to the flat to get certain conversions, and Jamie Chadwell might be perfectly okay waiting to let this clock bleed out, take a timeout, and make a decision on the other end of it.
So Liberty will spend a timeout here with 6:44 to go. A 12-play drive already for Liberty as they are taking time off the clock. Very valuable time for Jacksonville State.
For everyone from players to parents, football offers unlimited growth with even more to learn. Visit futureforfootball.com to get ahead of the game. Find out where to play, what equipment to use, and get the latest from leagues around the country, including pro tips and parental info from the experts. These resources make it easier than ever to create your plan and make your play.
A car like this shouldn't exist. Something this big, this luxurious, shouldn't move like a Mazda. And yet, it does.
Oh my God, it sounds epic as well. This car is an SUV with bragging rights.
The 3-row Mazda CX-90.
At the Cracker Barrel, freshly made food at a fair price is just what we do. In fact, we've got over 20 meals under $12. Each served with a helping of care. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
I need some sleep.
If you struggle with CPAP, you should check out Inspire. Inspire, sleep apnea innovation. Learn more and view important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
ESPN Plus, the home for more than 400 Conference USA events this fall, winter, and spring, including women's soccer Thursday night. Liberty hosting Jacksonville State at 6, and Middle Tennessee hosting UTEP at 8 Eastern. If you're a Conference USA fan, go to ESPNplus.com to sign up. Liberty and Jack State, 2 of the 4 Conference USA newcomers, and they've played very well here in the early season. Liberty's got the lead late here in the ballgame. Chance to get bowl eligible with a win tonight. Liberty has been to a bowl game every year since becoming a full FBS member in 2019. And they're going to keep the offense out in the field. You surprised by this?
No, not at all. Like I said, they came in with some question marks at the kicking position. You've been running the ball great all night.
But they're going to throw it. Salter to a wide open Bedgood. They pick up the first down that way. I think Jacksonville State expected them to run it as well, but they get it to Bedgood, and he gets it to the 12-yard line for a first down.
It's just been night and day for Salter here in the second half. We're talking about 4 completions in the first half, 8 here in the second half, and been big 3rd down and 4th down conversions too, and then pushing the ball vertically down the field. You're just seeing him gain confidence as things get going. 82's rolling, 20's going. Obviously, 4's been a little bit quiet here tonight, CJ Daniels, but haven't really needed him to be as effective as he's been this entire season.
Liberty 3 for 3 now on 4th down tonight. That's a big conversion there to keep the drive alive, keep milking that clock as they go back to Cooley, the battering ram. It's down to the 7-yard line. Boy, if he's not at least in consideration for player of the game tonight, I don't know who else would be.
I mean, you bring up 4th down conversions, 0 for 3 heading into this game.
Right.
3 for 3 now, so saying enough of that trend, we're going to figure it out. And when you're able to throw the ball or run the ball effectively as they've been, you really put the defense in the bind, and then finding guys to sneak out into the flat to counter all the action, all the downhill from we've seen from Jacksonville State and the defense side of the football.
Number 1 rushing offense in Conference USA, number 2 in the country at 255 yards per game. Coming into the night, they've got 229 so far. They'll add to it here with Cooley. Cooley, a short game, but he's down at the 5.
This is a Jacksonville State defense that's only given up 112 yards on the ground this season. I mean, they're number 1 in Conference USA when it comes to rushing defense. So they're used to being the aggressors. They're used to the ones resetting the line of scrimmage, and it just goes back to just how big and dominant this offensive line is. And then you know, Cooley matches that intensity. And Salter, what he did in the first half with his legs in 3rd down situations, being able to create. I mean, I go back to that one play where he ran about 47 yards to get 10, as you alluded to. He's been extremely dynamic with his legs.
Salter, a couple of touchdown passes tonight, but they stay on the ground with what's been working, and that is going to be a touchdown run. Quentin Cooley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, this one from 5 yards out, and that might be the haymaker.
Jamie Chadwell said it. We want to be the more physical team tonight. Jacksonville State has gotten to where they've gone to middle of the season because they have been the more physical team each and every week, and they saw that on film, and they challenged both sides of the football. Can you be the more physical team? And they've answered the bell here tonight.
152 yards rushing tonight for Cooley, a couple of touchdowns. You know, he had that one long run of 25 yards, but mostly it's just been an incremental night, just wearing down that Jacksonville State defense as Liberty has a very comfortable lead now, thanks in part to the big Q, Quentin Cooley.
Yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff. Timeout on the field.
31-13 Liberty with 4:22 to go here in Jacksonville.
A new arrival alarms the brotherhood of muscle. Muscular features signal power and performance. Attributes they've never seen in this build. Behold, a new breed. Ready to swarm. Ready to sting. Ready to electrify. The defiant, power-packed, all-new hybrid electric Dodge Hornet RT. Performance electrified.
This guy again.
Pops! Hey, son, you got a little something on your face.
Needed a quick shave.
Quick shave? Respect the process.
It ain't my dad's razor, Dad. It's from Gillette Labs.
Gillette Labs?
Gillette's ultimate shaving experience. This green bar releases trapped hairs from my face.
Game changer.
While the Flex Disc contours to it.
Looking smooth.
Feeling even smoother.
How about hooking me up with some Gillette Labs?
Check your text.
You're the best.
Nah, you're the best.
The best a man can get keeps getting better.
The next generation of shaving is Gillette Labs.
You're in a hurry.
I'm off to America's Best. I heard what you said about not overpaying for glasses.
2 pairs and a free quality eye exam starting at just $79.95.
The exam alone is worth
$59.
I mean, people deserve breaks, right?
Yeah, breaks. Book an exam today at americasbest.com.
With Sonic Trick or Treat Blasts, you get Oreo cookie pieces, Heath Toffee, and M&M's Minis blended with creamy soft serve. 3 Halloween favorites, without even having to steal from your children. Sonic Trick or Treat Blasts.
Some people just know what road to take. Those are the people who know to choose Allstate.
The service road is faster.
Turn left.
Not happening.
He knows better than any GPS, and he'd point you in Allstate's direction.
Go all the way down the road past the big gray warehouse.
Take the next exit.
You're not from around here, so you don't know the back roads.
I don't want to be late for the party.
I'm gonna save us 5 minutes.
Some people just know what road to take.
You're on the fastest route.
Those are the people who know safe drivers save 40% with Allstate.
The Little League World Series champions!
Aces, Liberty. We're all about the WNBA Finals.
Quentin Cooley with the game, the MVP of the game, and he has just been absolutely dominant running the football. 26 carries, 152 yards, 2 touchdowns. First career 2-touchdown game for that young man, and he will not go down all night long, running through defenders left and right. As the previous drive got his 2nd touchdown of the night. Been a lot of fun to watch him. As you see, 26 carries, 152 yards, 2 touchdowns, the career high in yards, and then the 2-touchdown game, first in his young career.
So Liberty kind of getting back to what they're known for, running the football tonight. Last week, obviously they ran it well too, but it was the passing game that really flashed, especially with C.J. Daniels. It's just a dominant ground attack tonight as Petway has the return across the 35-yard line for Jacksonville State. Down 31-13. They've got all their timeouts, but they're running out of time.
And this is just rare for this team. I mean, they have been a second-half football team this entire season. First half, averaging about 11 points per half, which is 109th in FBS. Second half, 18 points in the second half, which is 19th in FBS. So they're a second-half team, and this just has not been clicking on either side of the football.
You see the time of possession completely dominated, completely one-sided in favor of Liberty. Ashton Fry, third-string quarterback, gets it in the hands of Galban. Sterling Galban has been very quiet here tonight. In fact, that's his first catch. 4-yard pickup. Here's Ashton Fry. Good pass, but it's incomplete. Intended for Galban, and penalty flags come raining in. Brandon Bishop. Looks like he's going to be called for pass interference. Boy, that was a good-looking ball out of the hands of Fry.
You can throw it. It's going to be interesting.
Number 6, defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
You've had two quarterbacks that have had some moments this season for Jacksonville State. Smothers, Zion Webb, they've played well at times, and you're a team that even with tonight, if the next 3 minutes, 53 seconds goes as what we think it's going to go, you're still in contention to win this conference. Do you go to the third-string quarterback going forward?
Fry is going to flip it downfield. Got it to Anwar Lewis, his running back, on the wheel route. And he's going to be out at the 26-yard line. By the way, Aaron, we did get an update on Logan Smothers. There is some injury with him. It's just it hasn't been disclosed yet. As Fry takes off, Fry stumbles, stays on his feet, cuts it up along the sideline and gets to the 15-yard line.
And he's had some really impressive moments in this ball game here in the second half, and obviously we've seen some minor hiccups along the way as well. But you just wonder, like, hey, if you give him a week of practice with kind of what he has intangible-wise, throwing the football, and then we've seen some amazing runs as well, what could he be the rest of the season if he is and does earn that #1 spot?
Lewis stays on his feet, battling his way to the 5. He's pushed down at the 3. It's an 11-yard hard-earned run by Anwar Lewis.
Well, this is what we were told by both coaching staffs. This is a team that's not going to quit. Even being down 31-13 with under 3 minutes to go, they are not going to sit on the sideline feeling bad for themselves. They're going to continue to fight and push, scratch and claw, to see if they can make this an 11-point game here with a touchdown.
We see Rich Rod telling the guys, hurry up. We're down 3 scores. We've got to move. Sprinting out, Fry flips it to the end zone. Galban, the intended receiver, well covered by Dupree. Liberty has only allowed 6 fourth-quarter points this year. Best fourth-quarter defense in the country.
Well, they've had, I think the biggest thing for this defense, opposite of what we've seen from Jacksonville State, is the defense should be fresh. They haven't really played much this entire football game. They've been able to sit on the sideline and just kind of relax. And when you got fresh legs in the fourth quarter, you're able to have success on that side.
Second down, caught. Evans trying to fight through that tackle and holding his ground. Marquise Bell, he keeps J1 Evans out of the end zone.
That's a great job by Bell on the outside. You have slants from all the receivers, and they're going to try to sneak the running back out, hoping it's man-to-man coverage. He falls off the receiver and is there to make the play.
And now Fry fumbles it, and he'll dive back on it at the 11-yard line. Nearly a disaster there for the Gamecocks. Ashton Fry, I don't know if it slipped out of his hand or he wasn't ready for that snap.
This has kind of been this offense here tonight. You move the ball, and then you turn it over. You move the ball, you have a missed field goal. It just seems like in the red zone, they've been just kind of hurting themselves and just punishing themselves after great drives.
So now it's 4th down, and they have to go for it. We're going to get a timeout called for by Liberty. So Liberty wants a timeout with 1:44 to go. 3-score game. 4th down coming up.
Scramble your morning with new Oscar Mayer Scramblers.
Patrick, Jake from State Farm, explain this bundling thing again.
All right, Coach Reed. Let's say these fries are your car, right? And
And this burger is your home.
Okay.
It can be more affordable if you bundle them together.
Kind of like a combo meal.
Kind of like a combo meal.
Explain it again with those nuggies.
Bundling, just another way to save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It's easy to get lost in investment research. Introducing JP Morgan Personal Advisors.
Hey, David.
Connect with an advisor to create your personalized plan.
Let's find the right investments for your goals.
Okay, great.
JP Morgan Wealth Management.
It ain't my dad's razor, Dad.
Hey, watch it.
It's from Gillette Labs. This green bar releases trapped hairs from my face.
Game changer.
While the Flex, this contours to it. So the 5 blades can get virtually every hair in one stroke. For the ultimate Gillette shaving experience.
The best a man can get
is Gillette Labs.
those new tiles are falling right into place until you run out of, what are those called again? Oh, right. The Home Depot app is made for doing that doesn't miss a beat. So you can find what you need fast and keep things moving in the right direction. For doing that doesn't stop, download the Home Depot app. It's made for doing.
Can the flavor of a slow-cooked smoked sausage be so gloriously delicious that the sight of it sizzling makes your taste buds weep? If it's Hillshire Farm, oh, hell yeah.
Why do I choose a Sleep Number smart bed? So I can keep them all guessing. So I know their game better than they do. So I can take my game to the next level. Because when your bed is this smart, you sleep at the right temperature all night. That's why 80% of NFL players choose the Sleep Number smart bed.
Rich Rodriguez and a lot of people in Northeast Alabama fired up after those 2 comeback wins last couple of weeks. Even Pat McAfee said, hey, Jack State is must-see TV. They had a 38-point second half last week in a win, but just 3 second-half points here tonight.
Well, last week their defense, 4 turnovers, was able to get short field for that offense, and they capitalized with a huge comeback victory versus Middle Tennessee, and just has been a different story. Liberty not giving the ball up here in the second half, and just possessing it for the entire half, it seemed like.
4th down and goal. Ashton Fry sprinting out. It's undercut and incomplete. Great play by Preston Hodge. One of the best coverage guys in the Liberty secondary, and Liberty's going to get it back.
I don't know if I like that call right there. Even if he catches it, he's got about 4 or 5 yards to have to turn up and get in the end zone. I would have much preferred some ball in the end zone. Let someone try to win a one-on-one battle instead of a catch and hopefully make someone miss and score from 4 or 5 yards out. But it goes back to you being on your 3rd-string quarterback. How limited are you? How many reps has he taken in a red zone, inside the 10-yard line situation? Probably not a lot this season.
So now Liberty can salt this one away. Cooley still in the ball game, still tacking on to his career-high night as he gets 7 more yards. There's Jamie Chadwell in his first year at Liberty, coming over from Coastal Carolina. A lot of people thought that was a lateral move. He says, no. This was a great career move for him.
Yeah, and such a great career there at Coastal Carolina. I mean, really put that team on the map, especially with the offense they run. It just, you thought Coastal Carolina, you thought elite offense, playmaking, uniqueness, and now he's brought that same mentality and offensive scheme here to Liberty and having just as much success.
Well, they're poised to go to 6-0 and remain undefeated, just as Oregon and Washington are undefeated. They're going to meet up in the Pac-12 this Saturday, 3:30 Eastern Time, 12:30 Pacific on ABC. What an atmosphere it's going to be at Husky Stadium in Seattle. That game is going to impact the Pac-12. That could be an elimination game from the college football playoff in some regards. Is it too early to say that?
I think the way the Pac-12 has performed this year, the loser, if you still run the table and you say win the Pac-12, you're 12-1, you're in.
Okay.
Like it stinks, but I think everything is still in front of you when it's all said and done.
So Jacksonville State, they've got a couple of timeouts left, but they're down 3 scores, a minute 28 to go. Salter, after a slow start, really got this offense going with the passing game, but it's been the running game that has done the lion's share of the heavy lifting. Another 5-yard run for Cooley, and that's going to be a 1st down.
You can just sense the excitement for this team of being a part of a conference, and now these wins just mean so much more. You know, winning before as an independent, like, it's great. Yeah, it's 100. You love to win. You work hard for those wins. but knowing that there is a conference championship at the end of this, and now you're setting yourself up for, we've talked about a very favorable schedule the rest of the way. If you're able to handle your business here tonight, you can just feel the excitement on that sideline.
Salter takes a knee. You're going to have to snap it one more time.
For Miami Hurricanes, take a note right now what it looks like to snap the football and take a knee. Take some notes. We'll send you the film.
That was a learning moment for a lot of people.
No, the learning moment was 2 years ago when he did the same mistake at Oregon.
This move to Conference USA for the Liberty Flames after years of independence, according to Jamie Chadwell, will give the program identity, a chance to play for a conference title. Well, they're looking very much like the team to beat in this league. And for the first time, they beat Jacksonville State after coming into this matchup 0-4 against the Gamecocks. Again, it took a while for the offense to get going, but they did. And it was a dominating rushing game for Quentin Cooler.
It was a dominating game for him. Just unbelievable. 152 yards. Actually, probably more than that. 160 yards, 2 touchdowns. And then the quarterback-wise for Salter, a little bit slow start in the first half, but came out, made some huge third down conversions, fourth down conversions, and then some explosive plays to balance out this offense here in the second half, and a massive win for Liberty as they stay undefeated.
Liberty bowl eligible with the win. But it's the conference race that Jamie Chadwell says his team is focusing on. They're in the driver's seat now. 6-0, 4-0 in Conference USA. For Aaron Murray, for our entire crew, I'm Clay Matvick. Liberty 31, Jacksonville State 13 on a Tuesday night in Conference USA.
Duke University is known for its impressive Gothic architecture and rich basketball history.
Don't let him get those open looks either.
Not to mention the crazies. Dig a little deeper, and there's some fascinating detail.
When I'm here, I see something I hadn't seen before.
There are unusual campgrounds, unique sounds, and these guys live on campus. Durham is home to one of America's most famous minor league teams and a thriving food scene, as well as its share of challenges. I've got 3 days and 2 nights to explore. 3-day weekend is in Durham, North Carolina. Get ready, Blue Devils! Durham sits in the heart of North Carolina's Research Triangle. It's the state's 4th largest city and growing fast. It's also home to one of the South's top restaurant scenes.
Durham is definitely a foodie town.
Tons of restaurants.
Saltbox Seafood Joint is the perfect example. It's got some unique fish choices served up by a James Beard award-winning chef.
I opened Saltbox Seafood Joint in October 2012. The intention was to bring North Carolina seafood to the middle part of the state.
The quality is unparalleled in my opinion.
The goal here at Saltbox, elevating old coastal recipes that people have forgotten about and bringing them forward.
I come here 45 minutes just to get a delicious catfish sandwich.
One of my signature dishes, it's a shrimp roll. I grew up in Eastern North Carolina eating shrimp burgers, so I wanted to do a little riff because I'm a lobster roll fan, because I knew you're from Boston, so I'm bringing the two together and sort of had a baby. All right, okay. So here's what it is. This is good North Carolina shrimp here, right? I'm gonna put it in my seasoned breader here, give it a little kick, and I toss it around. So I put it in the fryer here.
In she goes.
Beautiful.
Ooh, it smells incredible. That smells good.
They're nicely curled, right?
Yep,
you know what I mean? All right, so for me, these shrimp are done, okay? Nice, soft, and tender. Now what I do is, I season my bread. Everything to me needs to be seasoned. I season the shrimp as well, Jess. Look at this. Boom. A spice rub that I created that, for me, appeals to seafood preparations, okay? Put it right down in there, okay? Now we garnish it. This is a slaw that is not mayonnaise-based. I also make a lemon oil. I know I'm being all chefy, but these little touches to something that's very fundamental, that's what makes this dish, memorable.
Straight in.
That is beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. See, that's what's supposed to happen right there. A shrimp is supposed to cascade out, and you get it later.
Raining from heaven.
That's right. You'll get that later.
Oh, this is tasty.
Beautiful.
Duke's campus is home to 2 hotels. One is connected to an academic building.
We are at the JB Duke Hotel, a AAA 4-diamond hotel located right in the heart of the West Campus of Duke University. Our guests here at the hotel are here for a Duke reason. They're here to see a game, they're here to attend a conference, they're here to see their child, any reason related to Duke University.
The other hotel on campus is surrounded by Duke Forest. It's more of a getaway destination.
The hotel is named after Washington Duke, who created Duke University. The Washington Duke Inn has 271 guest rooms, a large amount of suites. We try to create a really special experience in the guest rooms. We've been awarded the AAA 4-Diamond Award for 20 years, and we're very proud of that accomplishment. We're closely located to the athletic areas. The football stadium is just right across the street. We are also located right on the Duke University Golf Course, which is a Robert Trent Jones design. Downtown Durham is just 2 miles away, and there are some wonderful areas to walk around and observe.
Anyone who has visited Duke recognizes the heart of its campus, the Duke Chapel. What are people's reactions when they come in for the first time?
They walk in and their jaw drops. They're just gobsmacked. I've seen people walk in the door and just burst into tears.
It is awe-inspiring, that's for sure.
It is.
Duke Chapel's formation was of vital importance to James Buchanan Duke, son of the university's founder.
The chapel was the first thing he talked about. It was the first building designed, and it was the last one that was built. The chapel is 210 feet tall. The nave is 291 feet long. Mr. Duke wanted very much to give students an opportunity to have a spiritual center. And in fact, this building is literally the center of the campus.
The architect of the chapel is Julian Abel. He was the first African-American to graduate from architecture at the University of Pennsylvania in 1902. He actually never visited Duke's campus because he was staunchly against Jim Crow and segregation. We have a plaque dedicated to him now in the narthex.
What makes these windows unique?
In all 77 windows, all of the major figures in the Bible. The larger windows up top are all Old Testament. The ones below are New Testament. Depending on the season of the year and the time of the day, you get extraordinary light effects in here.
To get married at Duke Chapel, you have to be a student, a staff member, or an alum, or the child or grandparent of one of those. Duke Chapel was the only place I wanted to get married. You walk down the nave, you look at the gorgeous buttresses on the ceiling, and you just feel that you are part of something bigger.
This is my favorite part of the Duke Chapel. It's called the Memorial Chapel, and it actually wasn't in the original plans. I think it's so beautiful because it's so different. I just find it so contemplative.
We're going inside the bell tower of Duke University Chapel. There are 50 bronze bells up here, the largest of which, that one, is 5.5 tons.
That's incredible.
So
That's insane.
Yeah, there's a lot of metal up there. They don't swing around in rotation. They're fixed in place. And when you depress a key here, this cable goes up and pulls the clapper. And so that's what strikes. Yeah. Jess, you are going to strike the hour.
No way.
No way. You'll strike it 5 times. You play with a half open fist. So you sort of cup the side of the baton and you depress them until it strikes and immediately snap back
You're
up.
gonna cue me when I'm hitting.
I'm gonna cue you, yeah. Ready? Hard as you can, now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I absolutely love it here. It's one of the coolest places.
They are so cute. The floor is lava. Here we go. Woo!
At Nutro, we believe in growing healthy dogs. Our nutritious food is made with high-quality, natural ingredients to help dogs live full and active lives. Let's grow healthy dogs.
Let's go.
Everything they've tasted until now was just practice for this.
Oh my goodness gracious.
These are the 2 sauces, sweet and spicy jam, and the mambo.
Look how that thing drizzle on there.
The way it's glistening, stop. Oh my.
Sweet and spicy jam and mambo sauce are on the McDonald's menu for a limited time.
Oh my goodness.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At Nutro, we believe in growing healthy dogs. Our food contains ingredients like flaxseed to help give dogs a healthy, shiny coat. It's just part of what makes Nutro so nutritious. Let's grow healthy dogs.
It's going down, down, down. It's college game, and we're coming to your city.
The Little League World Series champions.
The future. The way you see it is said to depend on where you sit. At X-Chair, we think it also gets down to how you sit, which is why our technology is light years ahead. X-Chair has done it again with our groundbreaking Elemax technology, providing hours of infinite comfort no matter where in the world you're sitting. By synthesizing the universe's elements, bringing hot, cold, and touch into one extraordinary seating experience, our mission is to help you discover that every workday can happen with body and mind in an out-of-this-world place of comfort and productivity. X-Chair is charting a new course, helping workers everywhere find comfort as their work worlds zoom back and forth. Even though your work reality may continue to shift, we've got our eye on the future of work so you can focus on the present. And from where we sit, the future still feels good. Visit xchair.com and load up on free upgrades worth up to $400 on the X3 and X-Tech, now until October 23rd.
It's the last day of my 3-day weekend here at the home of the Cameron Crazies. In downtown Durham, there's another iconic sports venue, Durham Bulls Athletic Park, home of the minor league Bulls and the primary home of the Blue Devils baseball team. When you're done catching a game, Boricua Soul is right across the street.
You want something that's a good fusion of Southern with Puerto Rican food. It's really tough to beat.
It all began when Toriano decided to start a food truck. One catch, he had no experience.
I thought he was crazy. Who quits their six-figure job to start a food truck when they have mouths to feed?
This guy. I was working offshore on a drill ship. We wanted to have solid ground and, and start something of our own. We bought the truck and just started failing and winning, failing, winning, and here we are. We're really close to campus, so we do get a lot of Duke students that come in. During baseball season, we get traffic because they go from the parking deck to the ballpark and they have to pass us.
Every bite is flavorful. Every bite is packed with different spices.
We have a Boricua soul bowl. This is our signature dish. It comes with collard greens, mac and cheese, pernil, which is Puerto Rican style roasted pork, tostones.
It looks like a little bit of everything.
It's kind of like our version of a celebration in a bowl. Our food is really celebrates our grandparents. Serena's on the Puerto Rican side, and then my grandmother's from Georgia.
So this is all the flavors of your family.
That's right.
Smells incredible. That's delicious.
Thank you.
So much flavor. What do we got right here?
This is basically our version of a barbecue sandwich. We have that slow-cooked pernil, Puerto Rican style roasted pork. And it's got oregano, garlic, vinegar, sazon, and we cook it 7 to 8 hours. Then we top it with the Caribbean slaw.
I am getting all the flavors you mentioned. Like that oregano is like really earthy, and it's going fantastically with the richest of the pork. This is authentic. Viva Puerto Rico!
Duke has some of the most impressive buildings you'll find on any college campus. But the school's architecture is not its only beautiful feature.
Duke Gardens is in the heart of the Duke University campus. It's the most visited attraction in Durham, North Carolina. We get over 600,000 people a year. It's open free every day of the year to everybody.
What I love about Duke Gardens is that no matter when I'm here, I see something I hadn't seen before. I've been here for 45 years, and that continues to be the case.
It's one of the most beautiful gardens in the country. This all started with a small garden of irises down on our south lawn. Fred Haynes, who was a doctor at the medical school, wanted to have an iris garden. It was a gift from Sarah P. Duke in 1934.
I'm a student ambassador. I really love working here. I really recommend a couple of really cool spots. The Japanese tea house, the pond. It's a really nice place to visit on a sunny day like today. Students come here a lot. The South Lawn is a really popular spot for people to congregate, get a blanket, have a picnic, even just bring their computer, bring their class notes, and just study.
The things that you really can't miss when you come to Duke Gardens are the view of the terraces from the Rollins Overlook and the Asiatic Arboretum. People are drawn to the Red Bridge.
This place is one of the jewels of our community. It is a place where you'll find people from all over Durham, not just the university. There's no place like it on earth, no place like it elsewhere in the ACC.
In only 3 days, I've tasted dishes from around the globe. The last stop on my culinary journey is a blend of Latin flavors.
Copa is part of my last name. The meaning of copa in Spanish is also a glass of wine, a glass to celebrate the coming together of our guests.
The food at Copa feels homey, but it's not the kind of homey food that you can make at home.
Roberto's signature is Nuevo Latino. He's less interested in recreating something that your grandmother might have made and more interested in bringing it forward for the modern diner. I will be making La Diosa Negra, one of our most popular cocktails. It's a combination of Cuba's heritage along with North Carolina. We're going to start with
a small piece of a cigar. We use one that is made with Cuban seed. We light it on fire, and then we're gonna trap that in a good old-fashioned Southern mason jar. Add a little bit of coffee liqueur and a little bit of spiced rum. We add a dash of orange bitters to brighten the drink. A few drops of Haitian vanilla. We round it out with 1 bar spoon of cane sugar. Now we're going to infuse the drink into the mason jar. We will serve it with a garnish of bright leaf tobacco, grown right here in Durham. Salud. The drinks are great, the atmosphere is great, the food is amazing.
My favorite dish here is the whole fish.
Today we have black sea bass. For presentation, we use technique that they use in Japan for grilled fish on a skewer. It gives the idea that the fish is moving in the ocean, which is a beautiful way, I think, of presenting it. You have the tortillas, the fish, the creme fraiche, the feta cheese, and the vegetables underneath.
Choose your own adventure.
Yes.
That is so good. So juicy.
It is so fresh also.
Super fresh.
What a trip this has been.
Every single thing is delicious. Winner, winner to me.
Lemurs, gardens, ninja courses,
Strapped in for yet another adventure.
ringing bells like a legend.
Durham, thanks for a great 3-day weekend. Go Blue Devils. Just like Chef says, I'm gonna make it rain with the... Damn,
that is good. Now moonwalk out of here. Moonwalk out of here.
Oh, it's a tradition that spans over 50 years here in Waco, the Baylor Line, McLean Stadium, and we got a Texas-sized rivalry as the Texas Tech Red Raiders take on the Baylor Bears, and 2 head coaches who know each other very well as well. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Custer alongside my partner, Rod Gilmore. We got Lauren Sisler with us as well. And, you know, partner, 2 teams coming off conference wins, and not just any win for Baylor. They're coming off the largest comeback in program history. Yeah. But if they're both going to continue to rack up wins, they're going to rely on their running back.
Listen, both these teams know that this is essentially an elimination game. The winner stays in the hunt in the Big 12. The loser has a really tough road to hoe. That's why both these teams are going to rely on 2 of the best running backs in the Big 12. I mean, you're talking about Taj Brooks and Richard Reese. Brooks is the bigger slashing back who can break tackles and catch the ball. Reese is smaller, about 170 pounds, but he's quick, and he can cut into little holes, and he catches the ball out of the backfield. They'll need those guys tonight.
This is the first time since 1999 that Texas Tech has played a night game here in Waco. Baylor won the toss. They're going to defer. Jack Stone kicking things away to Dre McCray. That is Xavier White, though, with the catch, and White across the 20, brought down at the 25-yard line, and that's where the Red Raiders will take over. Baylor has won 2 straight over Texas Tech, 4 of the last 5. And here comes Baron Morton, the quarterback. He's the sophomore, but Tyler Shook out with that broken left leg. This is the 6th career start for him, the 2nd this season. Last week against Houston went 14 of 22 for 161 yards. Also, two touchdowns as well. Ran the football 11 times.
See that note at the bottom of that graphic? Last season, did not play well against Baylor.
Taj Brooks in the backfield. He gets the first carry. And Brooks brought down across the 30. Matt Jones makes the tackle. That's a 5-yard pickup for the Red Raiders.
I'm curious about Morton's makeup for this game, considering he played poorly last year.
They'll go with tempo. And getting to that outside. And close to midfield is Brooks. That's Devin Bobby, who forced him out of bounds, but an 18-yard pickup for Taj Brooks, who is the best offensive player. Listen, He has run for 100 yards in 3 straight games, trying to do it for a 4th straight game. No Red Raider has run for 100 yards in 4 straight games over the last 20 seasons for Texas Tech.
Well, if Baylor doesn't set the edge, he'll get there pretty quickly.
1st and 10 for the Red Raiders from their own 48. And it's Brooks again. Bounces off of one Baylor Bear, hit at midfield.
You know, we're talking about Morton, who this is what, his 6th start, 2nd this season, in for Tyler Shuck. So you see what Brooks has done the last 3 games. You know, he told us earlier this week that he wouldn't be pressing in this game. He wouldn't be trying to overcome, you know, last year's game. I don't know, because you buy that?
Well, we'll see. They go with the 12 personnel here. That means 2 tight ends. Morton swings it out to Brooks. Josh White with the stop, but he is in Baylor Bear territory. It's a 4-yard pickup, 3rd down coming for Texas Tech.
Yeah, in last year's game, Morton struggled to recognize the coverages. They kept this guy